Steve, the embargo's been lifted. That's one good thing, isn't it?
Yeah, fantastic. Obviously, that happened back in December now, obviously to allow us to sign Reece Connolly. But it's an unfortunate thing. There's tight financial controls now set by the conference. It's a different voice this time telling the same problems. You know, we are very sort of tight on cash, and unfortunately, sometimes you're a little bit late paying certain liabilities, and there's sanctions that are imposed on the club through the league rules, and we are where we are. So, but that's been lifted. It is tough behind the scenes, but I think everyone's lifted by the performances on the field, and we're just doing our best behind the scenes to try and keep things ticking along as best we can at the present.
Yeah, as you say, you know, it's not only on the field, it's off the field. I mean, Hayes, who you played today, they've got their problems on and off the field, but how are things going behind the scenes? Obviously, you've been looking for a buyer, that hasn't been forthcoming. And I mean, what would you have to do? Because you've got a ground here that's almost Football League spec. It really is a very nice looking ground to come round. You've got a very good club, and it's very well used. So what more can you do and offer?
Well, you know, you say the club's very well used and a great club. It's a great club, but it's not performing anywhere it has in the last probably 3 or 4 years. You know, our budget projections of income revenue streams through the bar is down. It was great to see a 500 plus crowd here today, actually, for a game. You know, we're now into middle of February, and we've still not exceeded you know, we've had no gate with a 6 in front of it all season, where going back 2 or 3 years ago, you know, it wasn't uncommon to see gates of 7, 8, 900. You know, the facts are there. I mean, it's you know, it's fixed costs for putting a game on at you know, Cherrywood Road, and every extra bum on seat or feet on the terraces is valuable revenue for the football club. And you know, we're averaging in the 400s at the moment, and it's making things tight. And as I say, the bar's not performing commercially. We've done okay this year in a tough economic climate. So it's Spencer's used the phrase life support. I think our position in the table and our performances on the field are really detracting away from people how tough it is behind the scenes. I think, you know, on the football front it's fantastic. We're having a great season. We're punching massively above our weight. Spencer will say that week in, week out. Got a great bunch of players who, with the greatest respect, could go and earn far better money, you know, at this level, or maybe the level low, to play their football. But they believe in what we're trying to achieve here. They know the situation the club's in, and they want to be part of it. But I think the fact we're doing so well on the pitch, it is the rose-tinted spectacles of what's happening behind the scenes, and it is very challenging times for the football club at this moment of time.
Yeah, and we've heard today that the supporters club are raising a sum of money. Can you tell us what that's for?
Yeah, I mean, probably 18 months ago, 2 years ago, there was a objective of getting a commercial kitchen downstairs to try and bring another revenue generating steam to the football club. That went on hold probably for about 12 months. We started a bit of work in the summer. Our Supporters Trust Fast kindly agreed to commit with a Kit Out the Kitchen campaign. They really sort of launched that around New Year's Day, when 2 of our supporters, Rob Matheson and Dennis Cartwright, actually ran the 27 miles, I think it was, or down to Basingstoke, and Dave Workman, our Supports Club chairman, and Paul Pullen, our great programme seller, cycled down there, and it was a great kickstart. And I think, speaking to Dave earlier on today, they've raised about 6,200 against a target of 10,000, and we're getting very close to having that as an operable area. So, you know, that's positive. That's going to bring potentially more money into the club. But you know, we need more people through the gates. We need more people using the bar. But it's tough times. You know, people haven't got the leisure spend out there that maybe they had 2 or 3 seasons ago. And I think the entertainment value that we provide when it comes to a match day is second to none. There's always goals down here at Cherrywood Road. I mean, you've seen another 5 today, and 4 from us as a home side. What more can we do? What more can we do?
Well, there's a local club a few years ago that was strapped for cash, and I think every club at sort of around this level are in the same boat, unless you've got a real good benefactor. They got their supporters to put in a certain amount of money, and whatever you call the legal term, put in money, and so they could pay the players. So it's a well-known local club, and they've done rather well out of it. Do you think that would ever be a possibility?
Yeah, I mean, maybe you're alluding to the Woking situation. I know they've done a similar thing. We spoke to the Supporters Trust, and that was one option that we were looking at working with them on. we decided to go against that for the Kit Out the Kitchen fund, just because that would generate, that's a scheme and something that would generate us ongoing revenue. We felt that was far more beneficial in the long run to have a commercial kitchen and an operation there which would generate money, hopefully 7 days a week, 52 weeks of the year. So, but yeah, once that project's done, I know that they're very resilient, our supporters. They've been through, torrid times, the ups and downs, the peaks and the troughs over the last 30 years as a Farnborough town and a Farnborough supporter. And one thing, I was very, very supportive of the club, and they always come up with great initiatives to try and raise money for the club. So let's get that project to bed, and then maybe we'll look at see what we can do next.
Okay, and that was Steve Duly, Chief Executive, Farnborough Town. Thanks, Steve.
No problem, mate.